All right, so we're back with another video for you guys, another reaction video, and this is actually going to be a part 2. If you guys haven't checked out part 1, make sure you guys go check it out first or check it out after this video. But it looks like tacos and shawarma, they changed their video title. This is what it used to be. It used to be Mr. Organic Cheats. You know, right at the end of the title it says in all cap, cheats. But now they switched it up to something totally different. I think it says now Organic stops by or comes by to the studio or something like that. Yeah, Mr. Organic stops by the studio. They changed the title, I guess to get some more views, or maybe because a lot of people know exactly who Organic really is. And you can see that in the comment section, which we're going to jump to in just a few minutes here. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen this interview, this has got to be like, people are like saying something in my comment section on the other video, like, what do you mean by worst? Like, if you guys have seen some of his other interviews, this is probably the worst one, because he's just like all ego. This guy talks like completely out of his ego. I think maybe like, I don't know, like 10%, 20% of what he's talking about is actually true. The rest of it is all ego talk. But we're going to jump into it. Like I said, we're probably going to do like 3 parts to this reaction. It's about an hour, 20 minutes long. So we dropped the first part. This is going to be the second part. So we're going to jump right into it, folks.
Because when you fuck pussy at a high level and you got that Excalibur, you want your legend to grow. I studied Genghis Khan. That's what he did. He take over countries. He diminish everything, burn everything down. He gonna fuck the women, take the gold, and he gone. And that story continued. You know what I'm saying? Shit. They say 1 out of 200 people still have his DNA in them. So I know I got that in me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's got to be controlled, especially when you have money and a little bit of little fame and shit on it, because you're risking too much. I feel every failed black man that had success was women was involved. You know what I'm saying? So I was so paranoid when I got real money. I had cameras in every room. I'm like, no, they ain't getting me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, sir, you don't get some understanding.
Yeah, you need the receipts.
You got to have the receipt.
Organic makes it seem like the only reason women want him is because he has a big dick and he's pretty tall. Like, he must be the only person in the entire world that's 6'6". Like, bro, I know a lot of people that are 6'6". I know a lot of people that are actually 6'9" and 6'10". Not like, I wouldn't say like I know too many people, but I know some people, all right? Actually, I know like a few people from other countries, and they're actually like pretty tall people. Like, there's nothing like super extremely rare or something like that. Like, it's like he makes it seem like he's 8 foot tall or something like that. Like, dude, calm down. All right, yeah, you might be part of like a certain group of people that are not that tall, because, you know, the average person I think is about like 5'8" or 5'9" or something like that. But his whole thing is he's got a big dick and he's tall, and women just love him so much. Like, they just want him. He's the only one. He's the rarest one. He's the only one. It's like, come on, man. Like, this is what I mean by all that ego talk.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm saying. It made it so difficult for me, because when I have shit, I'm sleeping in the basement, fucking the baddest bitches in the whole city with no problems. Now I'm in the mansion. I got to think about everything. They telling their friends they gonna record me. God, it's scary.
Waiver.
So scary.
Gotta sign the waiver.
But like, it's still like, goddamn.
No.
You know what I mean?
People still, they don't care to go to court. They have nothing to lose.
They have their bums.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sue you for what? You dirt bum?
But that's why you have to be that much more careful.
Yeah. There you go.
Can't even text.
Well, see, this is what I mean. Like, that guy's like a yes man. He said, oh, they're bums and all that, but that means you were bringing bums around you. Like, then there's something wrong with you then. All right, if you're hanging out with a bunch of bums, then that means you are a bum too.
People.
Nothing.
Because they can screenshot
Oh my God, I had so many instances with weird shit. Like, and I'm a person that's super on point, super watch everything, and it still happens. So it's like, and like I said, I never drink, never smoke, so I'm never on my rocker ever in my entire life.
Never
I'm pure.
drink, never
and so my
smoke.
knuckles pure since birth. I'm really organic from the seed. No, nothing has entered my body.
Never?
You know what I'm saying? Never. I don't know what alcohol tastes like, cigarette, weed, pills, nothing.
Wow.
And that's why they call me organic. But it's like,
That's great.
yeah, I appreciate it. So it's like, it was way more difficult to enjoy everything I dreamt of. I tell people this: once you get,
Because you suffer to get there, right?
for sure.
Yeah.
So I dreamt of everything. I dreamt of coming to LA. Within 1 year I came to LA, I became a millionaire. All praise the Most High, right?
One
And I
year?
was scared to death. I know what I was going to do, how I was going to accomplish it. Within 1 year, millionaire.
And maintaining it is scary too.
That's way harder.
I know.
I made $1 million in 1 year. 2 years I spent $1 million.
I know.
Shit was gone. Like, goddamn.
I know.
Lucky I had 3, 4 extra ones in that, but still, you had that balance. Like, oh shit, you gotta do this.
You can tell, like, when he talks really fast, that's like for me, in my opinion, like when he talks that fast and he's like, you know, so confident in every single word that comes out of his mouth, like with precision, that's when I know he's capping. All right. But I mean, yeah, he's made a lot of money. There's no doubt. I definitely believe what he's saying. He definitely made a lot of money off of you guys, off of his supporters, subscribers, fans, Gargoyle Gang, whatever the hell he wants to call you guys. He's definitely made a lot of money off of you people. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in the position he's in, because he's not, like in the last video I was saying, he's a social media millionaire. If he is a millionaire, right? He's social media rich. He's not really rich, and he's not a businessman at first. You know, he's not a businessman first and then a social media. Like a good example of what I'm trying to say would be like TJ Millionaire Mentor. TJ Millionaire Mentor, if you look at him, he's actually a businessman first, and then he did the whole social media thing. All right, he owned a IT company in the DC region, and then I think he sold it. I think he sold it like 40 or 50 million, something like that, some crazy amount of money. And then he also has other businesses. And then he tried the whole social media thing, you know, I guess to promote his masterclass, his mentorship program. But he wasn't social media rich first and then a businessman rich afterwards. So now when you look at him, he's not really like, he's not hurt for money. He doesn't have to sell cars. He doesn't have to liquidate assets. He doesn't have to do any of that bullshit. Just look, I mean, I think he just took delivery of an SF90 Ferrari. I think he took delivery of a couple other like exotic cars as well. So this is what I mean, like the difference between social media rich and really rich, like businessman rich.
You got that?
Because you're used to living a certain lifestyle, and you're like, okay, what needs to come in now?
Right.
You don't even want to fly. You're like, I'm not flying economy anymore.
Never.
Ew.
I'm not flying economy ever again in life. I'm always, what's the 5-star? You know what I'm saying? What's the most? Give me the motherfucking steak with the motherfucking oysters. Give me everything, you know? Give me the black car every time I get in the Uber. You know what I mean?
Cap. This man is capping. You guys saw when he went to Switzerland where he was living, what he was eating. He was eating at Subway. He was eating eating regular food, fast food. He wasn't eating at no 5-star restaurants. He wasn't dining at the Michelin-starred restaurants. Like, this dude is all cap, man. You guys got to wake up. You guys got to really wake up. I mean, most of you guys have lost so much money at this point. You guys made so many social media millionaires. CJ on 32s, like Organik, Tall Guy, all these people. They don't give two shits about you guys. You think Tall Guy gives two shits about his 800,000 subscribers? He's living life right now, right? He's probably made a good amount of money and decided, you know, before he loses it all completely, he probably backed out of YouTube because he realized that content isn't going anywhere. The market is way too oversaturated. And if he probably continued on for another year or two, he probably would have lost everything if he had anything saved so far. But I think he's in a good position. He probably has some money that he saved up from YouTube because he's been doing YouTube for a while. But I think Organik, you know, I think he's a little too late because you can tell by his actions. Like this man, it came at a point before he went to Switzerland that he had to basically liquidate everything. He got rid of everything, every single thing. And that's like not only like a sign of desperation, but a sign that he made terrible decisions. He was probably banking on something that didn't work. So he had to make that quick judgment call and get rid of everything. All right, whether he sold it or returned the leases, that is a sign of that. Like if you guys do any kind of business and you see another business like suddenly liquidate or try to liquidate everything, that's a sign that they didn't manage their books correctly, or they're probably like, they're bleeding money at this point. They can't make it. The business is not doing that well. They're not generating revenue. Like most of you guys that have a business understand this. Most of you guys that don't, and you just work a regular 9-to-5 or career job, this is probably going to go past your ears. But you guys got to wake up and stop getting fooled by these YouTubers. Like these dudes they just like right now he's capping, talking about, oh, he would never fly economy. He would never eat at certain places or ride certain things. Man, we saw you We saw you. You dropped videos in Switzerland, living in a bummy ass studio apartment, eating like regular food, right? So stop it, man.
So, but you have this balance, and if you're a smart person, and I tell anybody out here, I think Jim Carrey said it best. I wish everybody who had big dreams accomplish all those dreams and feel what it feels like to have it. Because I thought all these people, more money, more problems, and fuck you, suck my, give me everything. Oh, it's different. It's different at the top. That maintenance and all eyes on you,
It's
and
stressful.
especially you got a brain on you. If you just an ignorant fool, you ain't gonna give a fuck. But if you got some intelligence, I halted everything. I used to go out every night before I got successful. Even though I don't drink as much, I just like getting fly, getting my compliments, getting my women. Once I got fly, I'm like, when I had all my jewelry and my Ferraris and shit, if I go to the club, they know Mr. Organik with the green beard, that's me, right? 6'2", you can't miss me. I'm walking in there with $300,000 on my neck, $100,000 watch, $50,000 on my bracelets.
Yikes.
You see what I'm saying? I'm a walking brake truck
Target.
by myself.
Yeah, you're a
What the
target.
fuck am I retarded?
Yes.
I can't go nowhere because
You are retarded, and that's exactly what I've been saying. This guy is definitely retarded. He was basically a walking target, and he made it extremely easy by coloring his beard like orange and green and yellow and all that crazy shit, talking all kinds of crazy shit on YouTube. Like he was asking for this amount of attention, and sometimes it would have been good attention, sometimes it was bad attention. Like a lot of these YouTubers always say, oh, good and bad publicity is still good publicity. No, it's not. It's not good. Bad publicity is still not that good. I mean, it's good in terms of like getting more clicks and views and more AdSense and maybe more people finding out about your brand and buying your merch and shit like that. But then when people start realizing everything is all rented, it's all fake, like these cars that you claim you owned, you never owned them. This Lamborghini Urus is not his, folks. He never owned it outright, like he said when he first bought it. He said, oh, I paid $400,000 cash. You didn't pay cash, man. The thing was leased, all right? The same thing with all these other cars. But I get it. You know, they're putting on a certain image, but I think he took it like too extreme. And honestly, I feel like he probably ruined it for a lot of other people that might have wanted to do the same thing. You know, a lot of people now probably going to have to be a little bit more transparent, because I think Organik definitely milked the crap out of it. And now CJ on 32s is ruining it for everybody. He's ruining it for every single black man that even thinks about starting a car channel. Because how are you going to compete with CJ on 32s? He does these raffles that are making so much money, back to back money. He's doing them back to back. Now he's got another Corvette. He just wrapped up the, the Hellcat last call. And now he's doing the Z06. So he's in fact hurting other black men, other black content creators without even realizing it. Like indirectly, he's doing that. That's what CJ on 32s is doing. All right, he's making it so much difficult for other black men, other black content creators to even join YouTube and try to do the same thing, because he's ruining it. He's going too fast. So when you guys, like, I get some stupid comments, oh, like, you're talking about this community, you're talking about that community. You should be talking about CJ on 32s ruining it for the black community. All right, because he's making it so competitive for anybody to try to join. Whereas if you look at the other side, you know, the other side has supercars and hypercars and things like that, like Manny Collishman. Those groups of people on that side, they're already on the hypercar side. So they're still ruining it for everybody. And it's going to come to a point where it's just going to all come down crashing at this point, which is kind of like the direction it's going, honestly.
And know what I used to be on the other side. I used to rob and do this shit. So it's like, hold the fuck up. Even now, this is light, but it's still over 100 on a light day.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
You gotta
how
get in
can
the
you
car
enjoy
fast.
that? You see what I'm saying?
You can't.
So that shit was fucked. I was paranoid at my height. I didn't go nowhere. I became millionaire, had millions of dollars, and I stayed in the house for 3 years. You know, I enjoyed my women periodically through Instagram, and I go hunting on the gram. I don't even use them apps that motherfucker be using. If I did that, I'd be going crazy. I got to shoot from the gram only.
I mean, it's the only way.
It's
I'm not on any apps.
Yeah, see, if I was on the apps, I feel like that's too nerd for me. Like, that's too academic
You don't
for me.
need it.
Yeah,
You don't need it. You can go stand on the corner.
Yeah. So it's like, but I can't because it's like.
No, I know. I'm just
you know
saying,
what I mean?
if you go stand somewhere, girls will approach you.
Yeah, it happened. But it's like, I thought I was going to come to LA, become a millionaire, hop out in a Ferrari every fucking day at the club with 300,000 on my neck, and just destroy, get me the Khloe Kardashians and all them. But
See, that's exactly what social media rich is. Social media rich is all about that attention. But if you know anybody that's actually a legit millionaire, like a real millionaire, the traditional way of making millions, they're not even like this. Even the ones that have like supercars and shit like that, they're not flashy people. Some of them you might even be like at the grocery store, and they might have driven in a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, a LaFerrari. You would never know by the way they dress, the way they look, the way they carry themselves. But these social media influencers like Organik, it's like they really want it in your face. They put it in your face, and then they get worried. Oh shit, this is I'm putting too much personal information out there. It's like, then they suddenly get when people are starting talking about them and criticizing them and finding out things about what they're doing is not true, that's when they get up in their feelings and they get they start doing what they're doing basically with me reacting to them.
too smart. I'm like, something's gonna happen. Either I'm gonna do something to somebody, or somebody gonna do something. Follow me home, put something on my car. You know what I'm saying? Try me.
And then you have to adopt that lifestyle,
right?
Because now if you want to be that person, you have to roll up deep. Always, you always have the same kind of people, same kind of security, same kind of that mentality.
You gotta get ready to die at any moment.
Up people to your life.
Bro, what is that guy talking about? They make it seem like Organik is like Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates. Oh, you got to roll in deep. You got to get security. He's a YouTuber. All right, he's not even like one of the top echelon YouTubers, man. Like, y'all need to calm down. Their ego is so crazy. They're so crazy. They're talking through the roof of their ego, talking about, oh, he needs to come in rolling deep and shit. He's a YouTuber. He's not a top echelon YouTuber. This dude has been stuck at like 334,000 subscribers for like 2 years. He's not going anywhere. If the people stop buying the merch, because he's been pushing the merch like crazy. I think we got a video, probably going to come out next week at this point. He's pushing the merch like crazy. Right now, he's still pushing the merch like crazy. He needs you guys to really buy that merch because he has no other thing to sell or push. But it's like these folks think like this dude must be like Jeff Bezos or like Bill Gates or Warren Buffett or Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk or something like that. And even those people don't even carry themselves the same way. They don't be like, oh, I'm gonna go get like $30 million in cars and like start flashing and wearing, millions of dollars of jewelry and make it noticeable. And then now he's like, oh, maybe that's not a good idea. It's like, no shit.
Secretive person. I move like Tony Stark's Batman. You can't count my moves. So it's like, if I got security, they know where I'm at. They got this person. I got people around me. They know what I'm doing.
You no longer have that privilege. The second you adopt that lifestyle.
I'm not doing
Even
that.
the help can fuck you
For
up.
sure.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But then you need help too. So it's like it's a double-edged sword.
So like,
I get it.
Like I said, like it's I don't take nothing away from it. God has blessed me in abundance. Like I said, from a kid, I dreamt of being this person. I dreamt of, being a superhero in real life. I always talked this way. No one could tell you that I didn't have this personality. No one could tell you I didn't dress, feel this way, had this confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for me to go through my whole life to 42 years old and still be this way, God is great, But to get there and see that I couldn't enjoy it the way I wanted to it was shocking to me. Because I've been doing this with nothing. I thought when I got everything, I'm going to go, what? But I couldn't. Because I'm too smart.
Because you got too much to lose.
Well, you change your definition of what you're enjoying.
Right.
You change that.
Yeah, and that's the difficult.
You know what?
You don't keep trying to do that. That's insanity.
The only
keep
thing
trying
that's
the same
fun
thing
is
over and over.
traveling.
Right.
That's the only thing that's fun.
I had to reconfigure my whole thought process because I thought I was going to get up here and just go crazy. But I'm like, no, I can't do that. I had to grow. So I didn't change. I had to grow. And it was very difficult for me. And it's still difficult for me. You know what I mean? And I'm growing every day. And I'm enjoying the process of that.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's different. So anybody out there, man, pursue your dreams at the highest level. But just know once you get there, it will change if you got some common sense. And that's what I'm doing now.
Not a lot of people have common sense.
They don't. And I can't go out like that. And I take care of my mom. She retired. I pay all her bills. That's on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's on me. I can't.
This man got his mother old. I don't know if you guys remember when he actually got his mother that it was a Mercedes SUV, a white one that he got from like a Toyota dealership. That thing had like 80, 90,000 miles on it. Like, he makes it seem like this man literally walked into a dealer and got her a brand new car. It's like, come on, man, cut it out. We know you capping. Everything this man, well, I wouldn't say everything, but a good 80%, in my opinion, is all cap.
Fuck up. I can't. You know what I mean? I got to keep going. I got to keep growing. So I took a trip to Switzerland. I was out there for 3 months. And
What'd you do there?
I was out there for business initially and also just seeing something different. I did everything in my bucket list besides travel to different countries that you don't see niggas like me at. And I was like, what's the first one I thought about was Switzerland. You don't see no niggas out there like this. I'm going to Switzerland. So
liked it?
yeah, I loved it. And I had a great time. It was very
Did you go in the
pleasant.
middle of snow season?
No, it was like May. I was out there. And I just got back. And so I was going to stay out there, get my visa and all that, but it didn't work out that way.
It's hard to get your fucking visa.
And they-
What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you this? This is what I mean. If you guys been listening to what I've been saying, I told you I travel. I know what I'm talking about. Didn't I tell you this man had some visa issues? He wasn't going to get cleared the way he thought it. He made it seem like, oh, like this is what I mean. Like he keeps trying to paint this picture like he's a top echelon. You might have looked like a top echelon individual, but you're not really a top echelon. You're a social media rich millionaire, but that's not enough. All right? Because social media rich you can easily go down quickly. I dropped the video on Tall Guy. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's like a 5-minute clip. And Tall Guy says there's a lot of millionaires that can go broke. And I think that was like a direct jab at Organik. I told you he's going to have issues with his visa. It's not that easy. All right. Switzerland is not that easy. And he kept saying, oh, I got a lawyer. My manager is taking care of it. I got all these business meetings. Like, how can you have business meetings when you have no, like, actual identity there? Like, it's just like, this dude it's all cap.
was tripping. They was tripping.
You can only stay for 3 months.
And they basically got asked about it really. 3 months,
Really?
90 days.
Yeah, I don't want to stay in America.
Yeah. I was
wanna leave.
chilling.
I want to go to like Thailand or some shit. And just
Just feet stunned, just have all the bread because it's so goddamn cheap. I don't move, but then Switzerland was dope because I love watches. You know what I'm saying? So I had it, and I collect them and I just put them on a boat to freeze the money.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was out there, had great relationships out there. Also was working with a jewelry company, Guberline. That's what this is. It's and I was trying to build my own things out there, but the time of my visa was running out. To my work visa, I had a lawyer working on it. So I really understand. I gave up everything to go out there. Sold my all my cars.
You sold all your cars?
Yeah. Besides, I still had
He sold all his cars. Like, you got to clarify, what in the world does that mean? Like, you got to define, what do you mean by sold all your cars? Because I showed you guys the Lamborghini Urus. You saw it on the screen. I probably should have stopped when the Carfax was showing. But it shows on the Carfax, and you guys can go run it yourself. The VIN number was all over the screen just a minute ago or so. So you guys can go run the plates or run the VIN number and get the Carfax. It shows it being leased. I don't know what this man keeps talking about. He sold cars. He sold things. How? And then the only thing I can think of, because there's a few of these goofy people leaving comments, is people are like, oh well, when the lease is over, you can buy the car, and then you can sell it and then make a profit. Yeah, but if you think about it like that, see, you're missing a big component. And this is what I mean. Like, a lot of these people are so brainwashed. They're missing a huge component. When the lease is over, yeah, you can buy out the car if it's that type of lease where you can buy out the car, and then if the market is adjusted at a higher rate, you can sell the car and make a profit. Yeah, that is true. But the key component is you have to have money to buy the car first. All right, so even when the lease is over, you have to buy out the car and then resell it. If you're broke, how are you going to buy it? If at the end of the lease, the car is worth $200,000, that means you got to come up with $200,000, right? That's at the end of the lease, that's what the buyout rate, the buyout amount is, right? $200,000, $250,000, whatever it is. You would have to pay that. And then that's your car, and then you can go and resell it. I don't know. I feel like people are missing that part. They just think, oh, it's his car because he leased it, so he can just go sell it. I mean, you could do, there's different things you can do unethically. But I mean, it's just like, it's not even worth explaining like the little pieces of it, because the nuts and bolts of it, because we know exactly what Organik is doing. This is not like the first example.
A Hellcat my brother had of mine that I have back currently because I'm doing things with it, but in my slingshot. But I vacated everything. I was because I'm all in. One of my nicknames from like a kid was ball or nothing else. That's my nickname for bonus, acronym for bonus right there on my arm. It's ball or nothing else. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go all the way in. So I took the risk. I sold my jewelry and liquidated everything, and I came there with a nice lump sum of money and was gonna work that and grow that. But it didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? So it like threw me for a loop. But it is what it is. But I'm gonna take my risk. I'm gonna take my leaps of faith.
What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you? I told you it wasn't going to work. Organic going to Switzerland was a horrible idea. It wasn't going to work. Everything he was saying was all cap. That man was just capping. It was all basically all straight up cap.
Are you for a loop because most of your gambles pan out?
Always, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you say that. Yeah, because every leap of faith I took, it worked up to this point. You know what I'm saying? It fucked me up, but it was like I had to be prepared for the wins and the losses. Just like if you talk to somebody, you ask them a question or ask them for something, you gotta be prepared for that yes or that no. Motherfucker get mad and no. Bitch, I got options. Bitch, no. Okay, damn, you can't be like, God damn, you can't. Motherfucker, I don't gotta say yes to everything. So like,
That's true.
I was prepared for it, but I wasn't because it hit me like, oh damn, this is the first one that ain't work. So now we're in a recession. Most of the things I was doing ain't working the same. You know what I'm saying? The partnerships ain't the same. The YouTube views ain't the same. The merch ain't selling the same. My crypto is down 60%. Motherfucker, this shit different. And I took all this money, went there, ain't work. Oh shit, oh goddamn, scratch the neck. You know what I'm saying? The bill's still coming.
Still coming.
Ooh, what we gonna do? Saddle up. You asked for this greatness. Are you great? All the greats go through this.
It's a real test, right?
Let's go.
No, it's no test. It just shows that you're a complete idiot and don't know how to manage your money. All right, you weren't that rich that you claim to be. You made it seem like you're mega rich, like billionaire rich, like FU rich kind of money, and it wasn't. All right, you basically made all these terrible decisions. You were flashing way too crazy. You're on this level that you're really not supposed to be on because you don't know. You couldn't handle that level. And I really think it's just because of all that money like coming in from all these sponsors and all that crypto bullshit he was promoting. He thought it was just never going to stop. It was just going to be this one wave that is just going to continue on and on and on and on. But that all came tumbling down. And obviously the economy's not doing that well. So this just goes to show you guys that I told you guys all that Switzerland shit he was talking about was all fake. It was all cap. He wasn't going to make it. But we're going to wrap up for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys have not already done so. Thank you guys so much for watching.